High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix.
Radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
You're leading the pack, that's P1. Leading the pack, that's P1. Excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work. Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Welcome from the beautiful Styrian Mountains for another chapter in the story of the Austrian Grand Prix. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Piastri, Albon, Pierre Gasly and Hadjar, Sainz, Lindblad, Stroll and Pepe Marti, Alonso, Behrman, Charles Leclerc and Bortoletto, Bottas, Antonelli, Liam Lawson and Esteban Ocon, Montoya, Colapinto, Crawford, Hulkenberg, Voisin and Nikola Zoloff rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'd give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. Well, our 12th team have made a real impact on the grid. They've got a brilliant driver lineup. Engineering-wise, they look really settled. And commercially, they've been massively impressive as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to have that understanding. Keep bringing the money in from a financial point of view. That's what keeps your team pushing forward. But as a team principal, you also need to have, my belief, is a good understanding of the technological side of this sport. It's so techy. You need to be, in a way, a bit of an engineer yourself.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. push now. We're boxing this lap. Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive. Box this lap, please. Box this lap. Okay, off we go, back into the race. That stop was slower than we ideally wanted to see. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Caution! Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. Some info information on Antonelli. Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, clear. And that's Fernando behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 12 laps old. And the time last lap, 1 minute 08.9. As things stand, we'll be second in the championship. Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations, well done.
I'm a bit thirsty, man.
What a day, what a driver. It's victory for Sergio Perez.
A great display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from lights out to the flag at the end, led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them, and excited to see what more they can do in future races.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've absolutely loved watching that action today, and I'm sure these three have loved taking part. Here come our podium finishers. And you've got to hand it to Sergio Perez, clearly head and shoulders above the rest today. Victory for Sergio with another impressive performance. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.
High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Radio check, radio check.
You're leading the pack, that's P1. One minute to go. And that's just 30 seconds left in the session. Fantastic, you've got pole position.
I cannot push any harder than this. So at least, whatever position we are in, this is the maximum.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. An immense lap from Fernando Alonso yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Russell, Valtteri Bottas, and Piastri, Hadjar, Albon, Bortoletto, and Liam Lawson, Antonelli, Gasly, Nico Hülkenberg, and Behrman, Stroll, Ocon, Sebastian Montoya, and Carlos Sainz, Colapinto, Soloff, Lindblad, Crawford, Pepe Marti, and Callum Voisin rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. Well, our 12th team have made a real impact on the grid. They've got a brilliant driver lineup. Engineering-wise, they look really settled. And commercially, they've been massively impressive as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to have that understanding. Keep bringing the money in from a financial point of view. That's what keeps your team pushing forward. But as a team principal, you also need to have, my belief, is a good understanding of the technological side of this sport. It's so techy, you need to be, in a way, a bit of an engineer yourself.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Hello.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do, don't let me down. Sergio is in for his stop. Okay, so you got overtake now, overtake enabled. Okay, so overtake is active. Overtake mode active. You're going to get more power from the hybrid system. You know how it works. Just use boost on the next long straight to get your way past. Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
And finally, Valtteri Bottas can stand on the top step of the podium, your winner today.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
Well, it's been a long wait for many of our drivers, but the wait is always worth it. Bring them out to the awaiting crowd. It's time for our podium celebrations. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Well, it's Bottas. Valtteri Bottas on top. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Big opportunity, boss. A potential title sponsor wants to strike a deal at the next negotiations.
Hey, Chief. We have a part or two ready for development because they finished research. Let's get that in motion, shall we? Head to engineering for more info.